Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we get started, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
What's up, Zone 6? Welcome back to the channel. Coming off a 2-1 night, however. Should have been 3-0 night. But of course, the Goofy Storm will do Goofy Storm things. Anyway, let's get right into today's action on Monday, August 25th, which brings us two compelling matchups, starting with the New York Liberty hosting the Connecticut Sun. Oddsmakers initially opened the Liberty as heavy minus 14.5 point favorites, but the spread has now dropped to 12.5. Couple that with the fact that, when you break down the numbers, injuries, and recent performances, this game might not be as lopsided as the spread suggests. The biggest storyline heading into this matchup is the Liberty's injury situation. Both Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu are confirmed out, which is a massive blow to both ends of the floor. Without Stewart, New York's defense has fallen off dramatically, slipping to a 107.6 defensive rating, a number that would rank among the worst in the league. Offensively, Sabrina has been carrying much of the load in Stewart's absence, so her unavailability leaves the Liberty without their two primary anchors. Add to that the absences of Isabel Harrison and Nyara Sabally, and this team simply doesn't have the same firepower or cohesion. On the other side, the Connecticut Sun are finally healthy. Marina Mabrey, who averages over 14 points a game, returned recently, and the Sun have won 3 of their last 4 with her back in the lineup. At full strength, this team has shown they can compete with anyone, and against a depleted Liberty squad, they enter with a real chance to cover. Looking at recent form and against the spread records, the Liberty have been a difficult team to trust for bettors. Despite a strong overall record of 22-15, they are just 13-23-1 ATS this season. At home, they're slightly better at 10-9 ATS, but they're only 2-3 in their last 5. Their latest outing, a 62-78 loss to the Atlanta Dream on August 23rd, is another sign of their struggles without Stewart and Ionescu. Meanwhile, the Sun, despite their poor overall record of 8-27, have been an excellent ATS team. They sit at 19-16-1 overall, including 9-9 on the road, which reflects their ability to keep games close even against stronger opponents. Their most recent performance, a 94-84 win over the Chicago Sky, only adds confidence. From a metrics standpoint, the Liberty average nearly 86 points per game offensively and give up about 82 defensively. But those numbers are inflated from when Stewart and Ionescu were active. The Sun averaged 75 points per game while allowing 85. But again, their recent play with Mabrey back in the lineup suggests improvement. Historically, the Sun also play the Liberty tough. Just this month, they covered the spread in both meetings, losing 87-78 as plus 11.5 underdogs on August 3rd, and winning outright 78-62 as plus 11.5 dogs on August 1st. Even last season, they pulled off an upset as significant underdogs. Clearly, Connecticut has a formula for keeping these games competitive. Neither team has a rest advantage, since both played on August 23rd, but the travel is relatively equal, with New York coming back from Atlanta and Connecticut traveling from Chicago. This game will come down to execution and depth, and with the Liberty missing their stars, the door is wide open for the Sun to cover. In conclusion, the market projection has the Liberty winning by about 10 points. And factoring in the injuries, even that may be generous. I'm projecting a final score of New York Liberty 80, Connecticut Sun 70. The Liberty should still pull out the win at home, but covering a 12.5 point spread without Stewart and Ionescu feels highly unlikely. The smart play is on the Connecticut Sun plus the points. Moving on to the next and final game, we got the Las Vegas Aces taking on the Chicago Sky. Oddsmakers have set the spread at minus 10.5 in favor of Las Vegas. And when we dig into the numbers, recent performances, and player availability, the Aces look poised to handle business and cover the number. The story starts with personnel. The Aces will be without Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, but their core remains intact. Aja Wilson has been the best player in the league over the past month, averaging 27 points and over 13 rebounds across her last 10 games, while shooting more than 50% from the field. Jackie Young has continued to provide balance with her scoring and playmaking, putting up more than 16 points and nearly 5 assists a night. With that foundation in place, the Aces still have plenty of firepower. Chicago, on the other hand, faces more uncertainty. Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins are both listed as day-to-day, while Courtney Vandersloot is out for the season. Reese has been the team's backbone, averaging nearly 15 points and over 12 rebounds while racking up 19 double-doubles this season. If she's limited or unavailable, Chicago loses its most consistent weapon on both ends of the floor. Even with her active, the Sky are already thin offensively, and any absence just deepens that gap. The recent form of these teams tells the story clearly. Las Vegas is riding a 10-game winning streak and just knocked off the Washington Mystics 91-81 on August 23rd. During this run, they're scoring nearly 89 points per game while holding opponents to just over 78. Their record now stands at 24-14, and they're playing like a championship contender again. Chicago, by contrast, has only 2 wins in its last 10 games and comes into this 1-9-27 overall. Their offense has sputtered at just 73 points a game over that stretch, while their defense has allowed more than 83. Their last showing was a 94-84 loss to Connecticut, underscoring their inability to get stops when it matters. Against the spread, Las Vegas has been steady at 19-18 overall, and a strong 16-13 when favored. On the road, they're 10-8 ATS, showing their ability to deliver away from home. Chicago sits at 15-21 ATS overall, and only 14-20 as an underdog. In their last 5 games, they've covered twice, but the trend shows they struggle against elite teams. Looking at the numbers, the Aces average over 82 points per game on the season while giving up around 82. The Sky average just under 76 while allowing nearly 86. That negative 10-point differential is a big reason why they've been unable to compete against top-tier teams. The head-to-head series also leans heavily in Vegas' favor. In the last 10 matchups, the Aces have covered 8 times. They've blown Chicago out by double digits in most of those wins, including a 19-point cover as minus 13.5 favorites in September of last year, and a 12-point cover as minus 10.5 favorites in June. Even in the rare cases where the Sky covered, it was usually by a slim margin. Both teams are coming in on short rest after playing on August 23rd, but the travel factor isn't likely to swing things. The Aces head to Chicago after beating Washington, while the Sky stay at home after losing to the Sun. The line has held steady at Aces minus 10.5, showing the market's confidence that Vegas will take care of business. In conclusion, the combination of Las Vegas momentum, their proven ability to cover as favorites, and their dominance in this head-to-head series makes them the clear pick to cover the minus 10.5 spread. Chicago's lack of depth, coupled with injury concerns for Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins, leaves them vulnerable to another lopsided defeat. My projection: Las Vegas Aces 89, Chicago Sky 75. That margin of 14 points clears the spread comfortably, and I see the Aces extending their win streak with another statement performance. All right, good people, let's recap before we shit on the books. The Connecticut Sun are the pick to cover against the Liberty, who will be without Stewart and Ionescu, giving Connecticut the edge to keep this matchup tight. The Las Vegas Aces are the pick to cover against the Sky, with their 10-game win streak, and Chicago's injuries and offensive struggles setting up another dominant performance. Those are the picks for today's WNBA slate. Sun plus 12.5 and Aces minus 10.5. Lock them in, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Zone 6 Picks, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a breakdown. Until next time, good people.